What's required from Carl Froch, that's what Robert McCracken, his trainer, has been preaching throughout his training camp, because they've looked at Yusuf Mack and they know what he can do. He's got quick feet, he's got fast hands, he starts very well indeed, and he's certainly got the speed to make Froch miss, and they don't want to give him any kind of bridgehead to work with. They want to get on top of him and get on top of him early. That's the theory. Let's see how it works in practice. And watch out for the left hook of Yusuf Mack. It's a useful weapon, and he'll want to land it.
Yeah, well, coming from Philadelphia, you reckon they're going to have a left hook. He's slick, he's quick, he knows all the moves. I don't know I think power is maybe a problem. He does well against good opponents up until the halfway stage, then he seems to lose his way. So you can expect him maybe to start quickly, and maybe Froch will find it difficult pinning him down. So a cool head, and just keep things nice and steady in the early stages for Froch.
And this cauldron-like atmosphere in Nottingham probably isn't going to faze him. He's had a terribly tough upbringing. Seen an awful lot of personal tragedy close up. So a few thousand baying boxing fans aren't going to bother him one little bit.
Both men really out of range with their punches for the opening minute or so. Just some cagey stuff going on.
He looked to throw a right hand. Froch blocked up an early one, and he blocked that up as well, and getting straight down to work here, Froch. And forcing Mack to hold.
I think the difference I saw with Froch in the Boutte fight is when he decides to attack, he puts everything into it.
And Mack has bounced up as if to say, I wasn't hurt, but he was. And Froch, look at his eyes. He's zeroed in. And he's got his man right where he wants him. And Robert McCracken has this fight right where he wants it. He said it mustn't be a fast start from Mack, and it's Froch that's exploded out of the blocks.
This is the same tactics as Boutte. When he decides to go to work, he puts everything into it, and he puts punches together. Tremendous result with that first real attack from him.
And we're not seeing those quick feet and the fast hands, and he's in full defensive mode. Gets caught with another left hook, holds on. But this is a firestorm that Carl Froch is unleashing here in the opening 3 minutes. And Mack's only real chance surely was to get off to a quick start, put 2 or 3 rounds in the bank. This has been near disaster for him. And again caught wide open again and all over the place. And Froch could get him out of there early. Good body shot. Mack praying for that bell.
See, when you have the confidence of the chin that Froch has, you can just set up attacks. Yeah, I think shell-shocked is the word for Yusuf Mack. He's shell-shocked. He does not know what's hit him in the opening round here.
What a start. Better than any of us dared to expect. And Yusuf Mack is looking as if to say, what on earth just hit me?
No, give me that.
This is what just hit him.
See, the new Carl Froch, this is what he does when he decides to launch an attack. He puts everything into it. I think the feet maybe get a little bit tangled up as well with that knockdown, but the punch did cause the knockdown. We'll maybe see that from a different angle. It's possible the feet did get a little bit caught, but it was a decent punch that put him over, but he's straight back up, looking straight back at Froch. But he took big punches after that, and you have to admire the way when Froch decides to go to work, he puts everything into it. There are no rangefinders. Every punch with mean intention. That was a glancing blow behind the ear, and over it goes.
Round 2, the Cobra out, ready to strike again. And Yusuf Mack has got to try and do something. One of his great strengths is his footwork, his legs. Surely he needs to use those now to just buy himself some time, try and weather this little crisis. But if Froch has taken his legs with that early assault, he is in real trouble.
Yeah, we're saying the confidence that Froch has in his own chin. He knows he can take chances, he knows he can march in to punching range and swap blows with anyone. And I think that's the big problem that is going to be that for Matt. He doesn't have the power to deter him.
Talking of legs, those 35-year-old legs of Carl Froch's, well, he's modified his training a little bit. He now does a 25-mile bike ride, which has replaced one of his regular runs. It's in his hard cycling, out of the saddle stuff. He says he's doing great stuff for the legs, keeping them strong.
He's boxing well as well, Froch, sensible, using the jab. But you know, when he decides to launch an attack, he's going to put everything into it. And I don't know that Mac will be able to cope with that.
When you see Mac in distress, you look at the tapes of his defeats against, that was a sneaky little right hand he got in there. That'll give him a bit of confidence. But when he does start to ship some punishment, he really struggles mentally, Yusuf Mack, and that's what Carl Froch has got to do here. Break his heart, make him lose any belief he's got. A couple of solid body shots coming in. But so far Mack staying out of trouble. And again, Froch working the body. The right hand this time. Missing with the left hook.
Yeah, difficult to catch cleanly. Mac is trying to counter, he's trying to draw the leads from Froch. So Froch wants to do what he did in the opening round, when he lets them go, let them go in 3s and 4s. The single jabs will be countered against this fellow.
A bit more patient from Froch. A lot of people here were expecting that he would rack things up. But Mac showing a little bit of boxing intelligence himself here, staying out of range. He had that sneaky right hand as well earlier in this round. We need a few more of those to slow Carl Froch down.
Yeah, not a lot landed in this round. A good double body attack from Froch earlier on in the round, but most just slightly out of range. Oh, good shot there.
That wasn't, the right hand came through, got him, followed up with another right hand. And Mac trying to fight his way back out of it, gets caught again, and Nick the Gumshield flew out there, right on the bell. And Mac showing a flash of defiance. But Froch had him in trouble right on the bell. And if he'd started that 30 seconds ago, who knows? That Gumshield just flew out of there.
Only thing you do is just stand in the same spot.
Every big punch.
You understand? You hear me?
Froch lands is shaking this fellow up. See, it's the change I see in Carl Froch recently is the fact that when he decides to launch an attack, everything is put into that. He has the confidence of knowing he can walk through what the other fellow has, and he's prepared to do that. He knows he can land bigger punches than the ones that are coming his way. And look at the commitment when he sets himself to work here. Just total commitment, prepared to walk through anything.
Well, it's shades of what we saw against Lucien Boutte, an utter destruction job. When he does unload, watch out. Well, Mac has been on the floor. But apart from the last few seconds out of the second round, it was a better one for him. Let's see if Froch can keep that pace up, just discourage him a little bit more. It's certainly been the start that McCracken wanted. He didn't want Mac getting his nose in front early and thinking, hello, I might be able to get something here. The right hand from Mac catches Froch.
But you see, you know by the way that Mac sets himself up that he can't get power into any punches. He widens his stance, you know, he's ducking low to draw the lead, so you know that he can't come back with anything powerful, you know, from that stance. So Froch can just, when he decides, just march straight up and let the shots go.
That's what will his power be like down at super middleweight. It's 5 years since he boxed at super middle, and he lost to Librado Andrade and decided, you know what, I'm going to go up to 175. Here he is back down at 168, and he only just made it on the scales. What will that do to his power?
You know, too often we've underestimated or understated the boxing ability that Froch has. You know, you can see the way he's working off the jab here, just probing, making the opportunities, then taking them when they crop up. Just taking his time, paying this guy full respect, although he's probably confident this fellow can't hurt him.
Again. Once again, Mac's in trouble, and it's Froch that's showing the hand speed. Again, switching from head to body. The right hand upstairs, banging in that left hook to the body. control from Froch, not just all guns blazing, looking for the next opening. And Mac not showing us a lot at all.
Just showing the patience here. I mean, Mac is outgunned. He's not able to outsmart Froch, he's not able to outbox him, so he must be asking himself, what am I going to do here tonight? Froch walking through him.
And working the body, then switching it upstairs, and Mac's in trouble. Big trouble. There's a delayed reaction. The body shot's really got him, but then a headshot at the end might have wrapped it all up. And it has.
Yeah, there was a huge body shot, that's the reason. He just stopped him in his tracks, and the headshot finished the job. But it was the body shot, I think, that as soon as that shot landed, it was over. Mac was still sitting on the floor. He's speaking, it wouldn't surprise me if there's serious rib damage there. I mean, that was a tremendous shot and a tremendous finish. It was obvious right from the opening round.